Like we have family meetings.
Yeah.
We even have like
We
strategy
do, we
sessions.
do.
I
We
mean,
get
we
it
get
in.
down
We
over
get it
here.
in. We get it in. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Every
it's
quarter
helpful.
when we're like, let's sit down, let's
Yep.
block out 4 or 5 hours,
We go
and
over
let's
everything.
we go over
We go
everything.
over
We go over our
everything.
goals. We
So
go
what's
over
going
how
on? It's your boy Dion.
it's your girl Jazz.
Welcome back to another video where we help you find purpose, build wealth, and live happy. I ain't forget, y'all. It's been a minute, but I ain't forget. How y'all doing, man? Happy 2023, man. Y'all all right? All right, man. So we are back with another video, and this one is really, really, really special.
Yep. You know why? Because we're talking about goals, setting goals, achieving goals, rocking them out. Okay, accomplishing all that you have and want and desire for 2023. Yes.
Facts. And listen, setting goals, listen, it's a big deal for 2023. I typically set goals, but I don't go too in detail with writing them down and, just really stand on top of them. 2023 is the year I will. And we want to encourage you all to do the same
Yep.
because it's time to get them gains. You feel me? And with that being said, we want to come to you today to really, really talk about having a growth mindset and really setting goals and breaking down in detail on how to set a goal and what that really, really looks like. All right. First and foremost, when it comes to a growth mind frame, you want to have a clear vision on the goal that you want to accomplish. Okay. A clear vision. Write it down, make it plain. Have a very clear vision. And sometimes, listen, you're going to need to go in a corner by yourself, quietly, for about 10, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and really sit there and think on what it is, the goal you want to accomplish or set for yourself this year. Once it's clear, once you have that idea in your head, the next step is to write it on paper. Okay, write it on paper. I'm speaking to myself on this one. Like I said, I normally set goals. I don't go too heavy. Sometimes you put some in your phone or on a calendar. I don't really do the pen writing, the handwriting, pen writing. This year I will, because I believe when you write it on paper, it's something about thinking it, writing it,
Right. Making it
making
tangible.
your hand go to a
Yeah.
paper, making it tangible, changes and shifts everything. Okay.
Well, that's the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
That's it's the tracking part. Right?
Tracking.
You could throw
Yes.
ideas and thoughts out there all
Yes.
you want, but then like revisiting them and tracking them, that's the hardest part over time.
That's the hardest
That's the
part.
key.
That's the hardest part. But yes, that's the key. All right. So keep that in mind when you're setting a vision
Yeah.
or setting a goal. Have a clear vision in the process. Okay. Next, and also very important, you want to be consistent. Okay. You want to be consistent in the goal all the way through. All right. Consistency is where you want to be. All right. So you gotta stay consistent. That's hard. Consistency, if everybody could do it, everybody be consistent, crushing all their goals. But it's the reason where you set a goal and you look back, months go by, a year go by, 2 years go by, 5 years go by, and you didn't accomplish that goal. It's because you was never consistent.
And
You,
consistent with your actions,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's key.
yeah,
Because sometimes, old habits die hard, y'all.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
hardest part is
yeah.
like changing old habits and putting
Man,
into action new
man,
habits and changes.
it's hard.
That's the hard
It's
part.
hard. A
But
habit
y'all can do
is,
it.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You're gonna have bad habits and you're gonna have good habits. But however you want to go about it, the change is really tough. The changing process, to go through that process of changing a bad habit to a good habit is hard. It's tough. It's definitely stepping out of your comfort zone of faith. And which leads me to my next point. After you get consistency and you're consistent with what you're doing when it comes to setting your goals, you gotta step out of your comfort zone. You have to stretch yourself. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody get comfortable. We all have been there. We get comfortable. We like the routine. We don't want to change nothing up. But what happens is you become very complacent. And when you want to try to step out and create goals or set goals or achieve something new, you're basically putting yourself in a box and it becomes very hard and you get frustrated. You end up relying back in that comfort zone or going back to the comfort zone and we get stuck. Okay. So you will hear it a lot where people say, go through your adversity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adversity does build character. I stand on that 10,000%. I'm someone that's been through a lot of adversity. So, yes, stretch, get out of your comfort zone. You wake up at 7, 8 o'clock, try waking up at 5 o'clock to see if you can get up and get some work done before you actually start your day. And just keep doing it, just pushing yourself, just seeing what happens because ultimately, when it comes to goal setting and setting goals, the goal is to accomplish something in a short amount of time while being very productive, okay? So keep that in mind.
Yep.
All right, and last but not least, you want to hold yourself accountable, okay? Hold yourself accountable. We all are human, we make mistakes, but you want to hold yourself accountable because that's ultimately going to help you grow and you can really measure where you are. I think sometimes we get caught up in excuses, we get caught up in blaming
Mm-hmm.
everybody else for our problems, but not truly just taking accountability for ourselves and just seeing where we are and what we need to work on so you can go ahead and work on your weaknesses and make them your strengths. Hold
Right.
yourself accountable. And sometimes some people are different. Some people can hold themselves accountable in private. They know what to do. They just gonna mess up or make that mistake or have a cheat meal and then bounce back. And then there's others who can get too comfortable being alone, nobody holding them accountable, and you messing up and looking at it like, well, nobody's watching or no one else is holding me accountable, so I'm good. So if you're that person, I want to encourage you to find a family member, a friend, somebody that knows you,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't got to give them the whole game plan, but at the end of the day, make sure that they can hold you accountable for whatever goal that you're trying to achieve this year. Okay. Make sure you got somebody in your corner that can look after you or just text you or just call you. I got that going on right now with my little brother, and I can tell you personally, it's been phenomenal. It's been helping me. That's my bro. Um, we in Houston. He's back home in Wisconsin, but we call, we text, and our goals. I'll give you more detail in the future, but so far so good, and I can definitely say it feels good to know that somebody can. Hey,
Check in.
my days I'm busy,
Yeah.
kids, I'm moving around. Somebody can just
Right.
quick text pop through. AD, don't want to bother you, bro, but hey, you handling your business.
And actually trying to achieve the
You know
same goal too, so that makes it that much better.
that is true. That is true. That's just like finding a gym buddy. You want to find somebody that got the
Right.
same goals, same idea, same intentions. Okay, so keep all these wonderful tips in mind. I hope this is helping you. It's some good stuff.
Yep. So Dion, he covered the growth mindset, having a clear vision, being
Yep.
consistent, stretching outside your
Yep.
comfort zone, and holding yourself accountable. But let's talk about like actually how to write goals.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
goal setting part.
The details.
Yeah, the details. I mean, so to define a goal, I mean, simply put, right? Goal is something that you're trying to, a desired outcome that you're trying to achieve. And there's different ways that you can approach writing a goal or thinking about a goal. And there's several different, methodologies or frameworks that are out there. The one that, we like to use is the SMART goal framework.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, that's, being specific about your goal,
Yep.
making it
Yep.
measurable so that you know how or how you'll be successful,
Yep.
making it achievable so that it's not like super out of the reach or overwhelming, and
That's huge.
because that's, yeah,
That's
you want to
important.
kind of
You
be a
want to
little,
feel
you want
like
to
you're
be a
making
little
progress.
realistic a little
Yeah.
bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then making it relevant, so making it relevant to your mission, to your purpose in life, to whatever you're trying to achieve.
Right.
That's larger, the bigger kind of direction and where you're going. Make sure it aligns with that and supports that vision. And then timely, because obviously you want to set a timeline, a due date or something, so that you can have some kind of time frame to work in, to have a line of sight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that works well for us, that
Works
framework.
well.
And so let's talk through a couple examples, right? So, I want to meal prep 6 meals per week, to reduce my carb and sugar intake in order to, have a healthier diet in
Right.
2023.
Right.
That was one statement, but if you literally the components of a SMART goal, literally each component was covered within that example. Let me throw another example at you. I want to create a business plan that focuses on 6 key steps
Yep.
to launch my apparel line to my target customers by the end of second quarter.
Right.
So again, you're being specific about what you want to do, which is creating that business plan,
Yeah.
what, how you're going to measure that success. You're going to focus on 6 key areas, and you don't have to get in the detail of that goal, but in the plan is where you'll put the detail,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then, that it's achievable because you're trying to launch your apparel line to your target customers. It's a vision, with your goals in life and when you're trying to do it by. So those are examples of goals. And the key too, when you're thinking about goal setting, is to make sure that you break it down
Yeah, be
into
specific.
parts,
Be
right?
specific
And
yeah.
kind of break it down into chunks. So like what's helpful for us is kind of breaking a couple like in per quarter,
Right.
and like building on that each quarter.
Yeah.
Whether you break up, whether you set one goal and break up different checkpoints throughout the year,
Yeah,
each quarter,
yeah.
or if you set one goal and just make it a quarter, and then when you've achieved that in that Q1, then you build on that, right? A second piece, or you continue to build on that in Q2 and so forth. So there's different
Right.
ways you can approach it.
Right.
But just kind of break it down so that, and check your progress along the way, check in and make sure you measure. Like we have family meetings.
Yeah.
We even have like
We
strategy
do.
sessions.
We do.
I
We
mean,
get it
get
in.
down
We
over
get it
here.
in.
So
We get it in. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
every
it's helpful.
quarter when we're like, let's sit down, let's
Yep.
block out 4 or 5 hours,
We go
and
over everything.
We go over everything. We go over our goals. We go over how we're tracking, how we're measuring what's working well, what didn't work well, where's the gaps, where can we improve, all of those types of things. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like that nerdy topic in a way, but as a family of 5, yeah, we got one in the oven, ladies and gentlemen.
One is on the way.
We got one on the way, man. And so as a family of 5, all right, yeah, you want to make sure you plan, you set some goals,
Right.
and that you are on top of what you need to be on top of and taking care of your business, because we got some more heat coming for you guys, especially with giving you guys some updates. February 21st would be 3 years here in Houston.
Yeah.
So we want to give you guys some updates, and we want to give some families some tips. There are families out there like us who moved or relocate to another state, another city, all by themselves. No family, no relatives of any sort, no friends. Just out and about making it happen. You know what I'm saying?
And
Just doing
having
their
to
thing.
build that community and start and build from scratch.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information we can share to help y'all.
Yep. And
for
this
those who know.
video for us is important. We wanted to start the year off with this one because, yes, we just passed January. We are in February now, but it's top of the year. And it's very important to set some goals for yourself, get very specific, and crush them and start meeting them. 2023 is going to fly, and it won't be long when we enter in 2024. And most importantly, when that time happens, you want to accomplish what you set out you was going to accomplish for 2023 and get the ball rolling. And so, yeah, that's what we on. We locked in our business this past year, had by far some of the best numbers we ever had as a business in sales. And so 2023 is we just building on top of that, guys, and we just locking in. So, yeah, we want to keep you guys informed, keep you guys updated, and we hope that these nuggets that we're throwing at you really, really help you, your family, and many more.
Y'all got this. Happy goal setting. Peace.
Hey, peace, man. Y'all be good. If you like the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave some feedback in the comment section. All right. We got a thank you button too, I believe. Show some love. We got a baby on the way. She need them diapers. All right. She need them diapers.
Right.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good, man. Be blessed. We'll talk to y'all soon. We gone.
See ya.
Peace.